There's a rumor that these are not the only ingredients needed to summon Tormented Duriel. Petting your cat or dog is actually a secret ingredient that supposedly increases your uber unique drop chance. I did 100 Tormented Duriels without petting my cat in a previous video, and I found 7 uber uniques. So, secret ingredient confirmed if I find more than 7 uber uniques while petting my cat, right? 100 Tormented Duriel runs. On the very first run, we find a 1-star unique helm and a 1-star unique ring. Is it an uber? No. No. On run 3, we find a 1-star unique amulet. Is it an uber? No. On run 5, we find a 1-star Tybalt's Will. On run 14, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it a Teriel's Might? No. On run 15, we find a 1-star unique sword. Is it an uber? No. We also find a 1-star Tybalt. On run 16, we find a 1-star unique amulet. Is it a melted heart? Damn it. No. On run 18, we find a 2-star unique ring. Ooh, is it an uber? No. On run 19, we find a 1-star unique amulet. Is it an uber? Damn it. No. On run 20, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it a Teriel's Might? No. On run 21, we find a 1-star unique helmet. Is it an uber? Damn it. No. On run 22, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it a Teriel's Might? No. On run 24, we find a 1-star unique ring. Is it a ring of starless skies? No. On run 25, we find a 1-star Tybalt's Will. On run 26, we find a 2-star unique chest, a 1-star unique amulet, and a 1-star unique ring. Are any of these an uber? No. Damn it. No. Damn it. No. On run 28, we find a 1-star unique sword and a 1-star unique chest. Is there an uber? No. No. On run 29, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it a Shako? No. On run 33, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it a Shako? No. On run 35, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it a Teriel's Might? No. On run 36, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it an uber? No. On run 39, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it a Shaco? No. On run 43, we find 2 1-star unique amulets. Is there an Uber? No. No. On run 46, we find a 1-star Flicker Step. On run 49, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it a Duriels Might? No. On run 51, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it an Uber? No. On run 52, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it a Shaco? No. On run 54, we find a 1-star unique chest. Is it an Uber? No. On run 59, we find an Uber with no greater affixes. Ho! Duriels Might! On run 61, we find a 1-star unique amulet. Is it a Melted Heart? No. We also find a 1-star Flicker Step. On run 63, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it a Shaco? No. On run 64, we find an Uber with no greater affixes. Ho-ho! A Melted Heart. On run 65, we find a 1-star unique ring. Is it a Ring of Starless Skies? No. On run 67, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it an Uber? No. On run 72, we find a 1-star unique ring. Is it an Uber? No. On run 73, we find a 1-star Tibalt's Will. On run 74, we find a 1-star unique helmet. Is it an Uber? No. On run 76, we find a 1-star Flicker Step. On run 78, we find a 1-star unique sword. Is it a Doombringer? No. On run 80, we find a 1-star Tibalt's Will. On run 90, we find an Uber with no greater affixes. Ho ho! Doombringer, baby! On run 92, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it an Uber? No. On run 93, we find a 3-star legendary amulet. Damn. On run 97, we find a 1-star unique amulet. Is it a Melted Heart? No. On 198, we find a 1-star unique helm. Is it an Uber? No. And on run 100, we find a 1-star unique sword. Is it an Uber? No. We did not find more than 7 Ubers by petting the cat as our secret ingredient. The secret ingredient is a lie. Unfortunate.